Murdoch. I'm coming to get you.
Remember, Sally, when I promised to kill you last? I lied.
I am the Lord!
Get off my plane.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
John, I'm not gonna shoot you between the eyes. Shoot you between the balls. Your disease, and I'm the cure.
I'm gonna take you to the bank, Senator Trent. There can be only one.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
Yippee-ki-yay. I'm going to kill them all, sir.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the newest episode of Give Me Back My Action Movies, the podcast. I am one of your hosts, Charlie. With me, as always, is Nate. Say hello to the people, Nate.
We are almost there, Charlie.
It's a countdown,
This
isn't
is
it?
our final action spooky movie of the month.
Yep, one more for the month. And it's a banger.
Is it?
I think so.
Do we want to reveal the Halloween episode on
What
this?
is it with you guys always want to reveal everything like way early?
Nah, it's literally 1 week from now it will come out. 6 days.
Yeah, but you don't. There's no level of suspense that the people will have.
Yeah, but then also the people will be like, oh, God, I didn't have time to watch it.
The one we picked, if you haven't seen this one, though, come
They
on.
may want to revisit it.
Fine.
Pulling his teeth on this one.
God, just freaking announce it. You announce it. I don't want blamed if this blows up in your face.
We're doing Reanimator on Halloween.
Whoop, whoop. Reanimator, man.
Get ready for some ooey gooiness, a cult classic. And we will be joined by Pete and Troy of Good Beer, Bad Movie Night.
And if neither of them show up because Nate announced it way too early, that's his fault. Not
On
mine.
me.
It's all your fault.
I managed to snag a bootleg VHS of Reanimator at Cinema Wasteland.
That's awesome.
But my current VCR is wanting to eat all the tapes, so I need to get a new used VCR.
Yep. Don't risk it now.
Gotta make sure I'm hitting the tracking button.
It's like a bad dog, man. Once it gets the taste of tape, man, you got to put it down.
That's it.
Yep, it's done. Yep, Reanimator, another Stuart Gordon, right? That's
Yep.
right. Stuart Gordon and some Barbara Crampton and the other guy,
Jeffrey Combs.
Jeffrey Combs. So some goodness.
More than just the other guy.
Yeah,
You got brain fog because you're still a little congested. You're
little
still
bit.
a little sick.
a little sick, but it'll be man. It's almost been a year since the last Stuart Gordon movie.
I
we
think
did,
it'll
when
be
we did From
roughly a
Beyond.
year since we did From Beyond,
Oh well,
which is very exciting for us to pick Reanimator.
Yeah, that wasn't honestly wasn't planned. That was pretty much our hopeful guests that show up. They kind of spearheaded that one.
Thankfully, because my God, trying to pick a movie for Halloween
Dude.
is a nightmare.
We had literal like 20, 30 that we were all just
I am
rattling off.
completely over picking movies for Halloween because there's too much pressure
Yeah,
that we make in our own head.
Look, my only rule was it just can't be your normal generic Halloween
It's
movie.
going to be Halloween.
No, come on. I'd rather do like Halloween on 4th of July. That's more fun for me, man.
What month is halfway to Halloween, and that's when we'll
Isn't
do
it like
Halloween?
in May or something like
What's
that?
the fifth one? Yeah, May.
Yeah. May. Halfway
May
to
when
Halloween.
we went to space, though.
No, we went to space in summer, man. Where you
Ah.
been? I'm the one
I don't
supposed to
know.
have fog brain, not you.
I can't remember our themes.
Action, horror. It isn't that hard.
And the occasional space.
And we go to space. I'm looking forward to that already next year. Yep. So our final horror action, a good blending of action and horror. I picked this one. I've actually been wanting to cover this one for a while. I wanted a really good excuse, and I was like, you know what? Halloween is like the best reason to pick this one, and it's End of Days with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I like this movie a lot, Nate. I'm just
I
going
am
to go ahead and say it.
torn on this movie.
Tis torn.
I have not seen this movie since it first came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
Wow.
it's funny too because like when we were talking about doing the horror podcast and that potential of doing the action, like we've talked about in the past, of
Yeah.
just doing strictly action horror movies. This was one of the first ones that you and I had like shot back and forth on. So we knew it was going to eventually come down the road of we were going to cover this movie,
Yeah.
and what better time than now with spooky season because Arnold fights the devil. That's
You
literally
know,
the sales pitch.
we already did Chuck Norris Fights the Devil.
Now it was
so,
time for
Yeah.
Arnold.
So
Now,
I
has
want
Van Damme fought the devil?
now there's a movie called From Hell
That's
or
what I
Hell.
thought. I thought he was
I
in
don't
something
know.
with hell.
I don't know if he
But I also
fights
thought
the,
maybe
like,
that's a prison movie.
could be. I don't know.
Did
And
Dolph
then
fight the devil?
Dolph fought aliens.
I guess depending, you could
I
maybe
think
think.
he was a priest in Johnny Mnemonic.
Okay,
So,
okay.
you
So
know,
kind of
there's
fought the devil.
kind of fought the devil.
Who else?
Seagal fought vampires, which is on the list.
That's on the list.
That's on the list.
I forgot that was on the
Yeah, it's on the list.
list. Anyone else has fought the devil?
A lot of people fight the devil, Nate.
A lot of people fight the devil on a day-to-day basis, but I'm
Turn-
talking
Turn
who
the
has a
news on.
machine gun and shoots at the devil.
Right?
Arnold.
Arnold, machine gun, grenade launcher.
Chuck Norris didn't use a machine gun,
He would have if he had one where he
but he
went.
wasn't allowed to bring one.
He had a gun. That was good enough. All right, man. Well, let's set this mood, man. Let's knock out this trailer. And then I have a very special back of edition for End of Days today.
Yes, you
So,
do.
Here's the trailer.
Some call him Lucifer, yet he is known by many names, many disguises, but only one number.
1,000 years you have awaited my return. Behold, you have failed. Take it easy. We're the good guys.
They tried to kill me. Why?
She's been chosen.
Chosen for what?
If the Dark Angel consummates your flesh with this human body, then he unlocks the gate of hell. The Dark Angel is loose!
How can you expect to defeat me when I am forever and you are just a man?
Prepare for the end of days.
Prepare, Nate.
Oh, they said the name of the movie in the trailer.
They said the name of the
They
movie.
said the name, and they say the name of the movie in the movie a lot.
A lot.
If you would have called this anything else, they would have been fools.
They tried for Armageddon, but apparently that movie existed.
Oh, that
So,
movie it's already been taken.
Yeah, so they had to go with the next best one, End of Days. So, it works. And, Ragnarok doesn't work either because there's really not a lot of Norse in this.
No.
So, and no Thor. So, all right, man. Very special, not back of the VHS.
Why
Not
is that?
even-
Why?
not-
Why
not-
not the VHS?
No. And not the DVD either.
But what other media could you have even possibly have found to use?
One of the most popular in the 90s,
Oh man.
back of the Laserdisc.
Ah, yes, Laserdisc, the one that was going to change the world of technology.
Every bit of it. So here is
Kind of did.
back, a little bit,
A little bit.
back of the Laserdisc. All hell breaks loose when Arnold Schwarzenegger battles the ultimate evil in this chilling supernatural action thriller. When a burned-out former New York City cop named Jericho is assigned to security detail for a mysterious and foreboding stranger, Jericho thwarts an incredible assassination attempt. During the ensuing investigation, he and his partner save the life of a beautiful and terrified Christine York, whose destiny involves death, the devil, and the fate of mankind. Now it's up to Jericho to save the girl, the world, and his own soul as he becomes face to face with his most powerful enemy ever.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah. Pro Satan operating systems.
Pro Satan OS.
And that is the final Laserdisc ever pressed.
And that is why you
It's
decided to do the back of the laser.
The
Man.
end of days for the Laserdisc.
Now, I do have a funny story with the VHS.
Oh, you do? Okay.
It was last year. We're in a cabin out in Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg area.
I know the place.
Mm-hmm. You know of the place. You
I know of that location.
Dolly Parton.
Yes.
Well, the cabin was supposed to have a VCR, and I was like, "Oh man, they have a VCR instead of a DVD player. We should swing by like a thrift store and pick up some like horror VHS to bring with us."
Yeah.
I couldn't find any, but I did find End of Days.
Good. It's perfect then.
Then we get to the cabin, and I find out they do not have a VCR player.
Did they have a DVD player?
I don't think they did. I think they just had satellite.
They had no player.
They had no player, but they had a copy of Airheads on VHS.
Someone stole the VCR.
Someone stole the VCR but was an idiot and left Airheads. So I
Right.
did an old switcheroo and left a copy of End of Days in the cabin and took Airheads with me.
Now, normally I'd say you're insane, but
I feel like I
well-
made a really good trade-off.
it's well known that I am a huge fan of Airheads.
Love Airheads.
I think I watched that.
I'll find another
almost-
copy of End of Days somewhere down the line.
I think
I don't know if
watched
I would
Airheads
ever
every
find-
day. Yeah, there was like a summer. I watched Airheads, Billy Madison, and Wayne's World every day.
I feel like for
all
me, it was
summer.
like Wayne's World, Saving Silverman were definitely constantly on.
I watched that one quite a few times, but never to the extent that I watched Wayne's World. I've seen more than any other movie. I can say that
With confidence.
I can probably recite the movie from beginning to end. Just boom.
We'll make that
done.
when we eventually have a Patreon. We'll just reenact an audio format of Wayne's World.
That's right. We'll just. I think it'll be the toast of podcasting.
I'll be the
That'll
only
what
thing
it
on
is.
our Patreon because we don't believe in charging people money.
Nope. It'll be Patreon, but it'll still be free. So everybody
Yeah.
can just. I just did it for the name of Patreon.
We'll
But
go
I
to our
don't-
Patreon for our Wayne's World episode.
I don't charge anybody for what we do here. I think theft is wrong, so we should.
You wouldn't steal a car.
You wouldn't steal someone's money for what we do. That's it, man. No, nobody should have to pay for what we do.
So why End of Days, Charlie?
why End of Days? Good God, man. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger on the Action Channel, man. It's a horror Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, yeah, fine. Terminator, the first one, definitely has some horror elements to it,
Oh yeah, definitely.
but it's still sci-fi action. You know,
yeah, like it's
still-
definitely much more leans into the action.
This one got damn close to being like a classic. And I'm not going to puff it up and say it's more than what it is. I feel like there are some shortfalls in this movie, but none of those shortfalls are Arnold Schwarzenegger's fault. I
No, I-
love him in this movie.
I like his look in this movie. The
I love the way
ruggedness
he
of him.
acts.
The 5 o'clock shadow that he has. Yeah, his acting, as weird as that sounds to say.
Really, I mean, to really break it down for what the character he's playing is a broken man, just a burned out, a former cop, but now
Private
security
investigator.
detail.
Yeah, security.
Yeah,
Whatever he is. I was never
and-
quite clear on that.
It was the security detail. That's why Kevin Pollak come and got him, and then they were in the car with Gabriel Byrne protecting him. That basically they were Hitman Bodyguard before Hitman Bodyguard.
Yeah,
You know, so
definitely.
that's the AAA service that they get with Arnold Schwarzenegger. That is an A-list kind of thing to get. But no, and this was also he had the last movie he had done before this was Batman and Robin. And we all know the jokes. But I'm sorry, I love Arnold Schwarzenegger in that movie.
Oh no, he's
He
fantastic in that movie.
steals that movie. I could watch Mr. Freeze all day.
He's having an absolute blast, and you're having fun with him.
You're having so much fun. And then he had heart surgery, so he didn't do a movie for a while because studios were scared to pick him back up. You know, health scares. You know, you don't want to be the movie that killed Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh,
That's
jeez. That's a paperwork nightmare.
and this was so out of character for him, man. This was just one of those like I watched this in the theater. This was one of those that grabbed me the second I saw it, and I was like, I have to see this movie. It's a dark version of Arnold. Yet when I watched the movie, I still had like elements of True Lies, Lethal Weapon. Then we got like Devil's Advocate mixed into the middle of it, a little bit of Exorcist. And when I look back now, I keep going, why do I feel like there's parts missing in this movie? There's something missing. I always forget Stigmata came out the same year,
Oh, I was gonna say.
and Gabriel Byrne is in Stigmata as the priest, not the devil.
Well, the 90s, we had this weird obsession with the end of times because we had Stigmata, we had The
Yep.
Ninth Gate with Johnny Depp,
Mm-hmm.
we had Bless the Child.
Yeah.
Those all I feel like came out relatively back to back.
Oh,
back
it's
to back,
it's all like
you know?
late 90s. That was also the thing though. And the other thing I really liked about this movie was this is one of those movies that really took hold of what was going on at the time. We were terrified of Y2K.
That was
That
that thing I totally forgot about. Okay,
oh
truthfully,
my
and I was like,
god,
wow, this
dude.
whole plot is seriously around Y2K, but with the devil, because in the late 90s we were obsessed with the devil was the bad guy.
Oh, it was another satanic panic going around. With the end of the world, we were hyped up even more because of Y2K. You know, the whole premise of the movie is, oh, the number of the beast isn't 666. It was inverted in translation. It's 999, as
But
in 1999.
obviously, I this is a weird one for me because I didn't hate it, but I don't think it's like a great movie either. But I also don't know if there's anything that Nate's little brain can whip up to fix it to make me like it a lot.
I mean,
I was like seriously at a standstill by the time it was over of like, I don't know how I feel about this. There's moments I like, and there's moments that I feel like just kind of happen to happen.
well, what are some of the things that happen just to happen?
I mean, there's a lot of fruit orgies in this.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I think this movie had $100 million budget.
Yeah.
So obviously, if it being an Arnold vehicle, Batman and Robin flopped. This didn't do well either, but it's $100 million they put in Arnold for a horror movie.
Yeah.
That's unheard of.
That's insane.
Completely unheard of.
Yeah.
You also give me the devil for him to fight, and he does shoot the devil quite a bit and hit him with a
Cut it
train.
off. Yep.
And Stan Winston did the practical effects on this movie.
His studio.
His studio did, yes.
Yeah.
Big name there.
Big name.
Fantastic special effects as well.
Yeah.
There's even moments of this movie like they get into a big shootout with a priest
Mhm.
up above, and he's a gunman, and then
A
they
sniper.
they get in the helicopter and they go to chase him down. Arnold is dangling from the helicopter on a wire and chasing him with the helicopter, and you get this big spectacle from it. Like this is a giant 90s summer blockbuster movie that
That's
somehow
the
feels big but
yeah.
also really contained, and I didn't understand how to feel with it.
That's what I called my True Lies moment in this movie was helicopter, Arnold dangling from a rope, chasing who he thinks is the bad
Clearly,
guy.
you get like with Commando, where it's like, oh, that's a stunt man.
Oh yeah. Look, Arnold uses stuntmen. There's no
No, there's
hiding
nothing
that.
wrong with that. It's always
No.
funny though. Like he's such a hard figure to capture, so it's easier to notice
Look,
with him.
Nate, he just had heart surgery. Get off his ass, man.
I expect him
Seriously.
to be flying that helicopter and dangling
And
from that
dangling.
helicopter at the same time.
But I think it was partly if you're gonna go watch Arnold in a movie, they knew they had to do something that the fans of Arnold expected. I didn't mind it. To me, this is like a great blend of action and horror element. This is like The Exorcist mixed with Commando. It was good. When the horror was good, it was good. When the action was good, it was good.
I would say that like with the action, there's more explosions. Like when there's explosions in this, they are giant and they are
Oh yeah.
fiery.
We
You
got
know,
$100 million. I'm doing big explosions.
but to me, I didn't get Exorcist vibes because this being 99. I got this is what happens when you take a big blockbuster movie and mix it with Seven. Because
I
we're
guess I
going
could.
for a dark, like twisted, this is the devil, like what's he gonna do to these people kind of thing.
Yeah, and
And
I didn't get the noir part of like if you did it with Seven. I went Exorcist because they're dealing with demonic possession, the lady with the stigmata at the bottom of the church, the priests that are all deciding about what to do about the girl,
all right,
a lot of
the
okay.
Vatican Nights.
Yeah.
I mean, I was expecting after listening to spoils of horror episode on a movie called Hellbenders that the
Yeah.
Vatican Knights were going to be the Hellbenders. I was expecting all those guys to come lock and loaded with machine guns and body armor and
Nope, just a
sunglasses.
dagger. Just a dagger.
One dagger.
One dagger. Actually, I think one guy had a gun because he gets into a shootout with Kevin
He
Pollak.
does.
Yeah, and they all disappear when they get knocked down or throw out of
It,
windows and stuff like
it's
that.
it's a very simple shootout that like
Yeah, I don't
Vatican
know.
Knight gets into, but
I
I
don't know how
liked it.
anyone doesn't get shot though.
Yeah,
It's
like
like
no one gets shot. They're going back and forth between cover, upstairs, and stuff like that. But there was something about like the as the walls are, getting taken out by
yeah,
the bullets. I was like, I kind of like this. This feels more
it's
realistic.
it's like the Bad Boys thing where they're shooting up in the gang house, and the bullets going through the
Yeah.
walls and the cameras moving everywhere. No, I like that. I did enjoy the little bit of mystery that's mixed into this, like who's part of the devil worshippers, who's not. Like whenever the police lady detective, I don't know what you would call her, when she gets found out to be one of the cult members, that's still kind of like holy shit. Like
Well,
she's
it lets you know this thing goes all the way to the top.
yeah, well, you expect that when he has the interaction with the one cop where he's like, you know, remember who you serve, and he gets to go in to see, the guy in the hospital. Which how do you not get like exorcist vibes from that scene when they come back in and he's like pinned to the ceiling?
I got 7 vibes from that though.
God. I can see that.
And I think a lot of it too is the cinematography, like the lighting in this and just kind of how
Oh,
it's
it's super dark.
shot.
It's so dark.
And,
Yeah.
and like people were saying, like, oh, it's really, really dark. I could still see everything.
Oh, I
Like,
saw
I
everything.
kind
Yeah.
of felt like the way that it was shot, and even Arnold doesn't like the way that it looks. Like I was like, I feel like that's in favor of this movie.
I think it does, and I think the difference is Arnold hasn't done a dark movie. Terminator, that was it.
Yeah,
Everything else has been like daylight.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Everything's bright, shining. Yeah, there's
The
night
only other
scenes
thing
and a
I'd
lot of
say
stuff.
close to horror would be Predator, but yeah, that's pure daylight.
All daytime
And
until the final battle at night.
yeah,
And no, I think the setting fits it. I have no problem with how it was lit. I have no problem with anything, man. I do have one thing I would love to have had happen was that they had gotten the original director they wanted. Did you find out who that was?
I saw. This movie's really weird because there's a lot of names attached to it that kept coming and going and like dropping
Yeah,
out. I saw
yeah.
Del Toro was one of them.
Guillermo del Toro was one, but there's one other that I would have been over the moon had he got this job.
Who was the other one? I don't think I saw.
Sam Raimi.
Oh, that would have been sweet.
That was their first pick.
God,
Was
Sam Raimi and Arnold working together would be incredible. Sam would just keep throwing stuff at Arnold, pissing him off.
it would have been awesome. And this is the other thing of I would have loved to have seen that version, but do you know who the original actor that was attached to this movie was?
I know. Was it Kate Winslet at one point? Was Leonardo DiCaprio even?
No,
Who knows?
it was Kate Winslet was supposed to be the girl
Christine.
Also Liv Tyler, but something happened with her contract. No, Tom Cruise is who this movie was actually designed to be, for him to be the lead actor
Could
in this.
honestly see that working.
I could. I really could.
Weirdly enough, I could see that working.
I honestly think that would have made it less actiony had they had gone the Tom Cruise route. And
I don't know because now you're talking like what? Just before? No, that would have been just after Mission Impossible 2.
Just after, but I'm talking. I don't see Tom Cruise going and getting a machine gun and a grenade launcher and going after. That's what I meant. I think there would have been action in it for sure, not Arnold Schwarzenegger action.
If anything, that's where I want more Commando. Is like all of the Devil's like thugs are your classic. They got torches and pitchforks.
I know,
and
they like grab whatever was around.
I think one guy had a prosthetic arm that he was holding up. Like maybe he popped off his left arm and was holding that one up just because he's like, I forgot to bring something from home.
They're like, wait, we're doing this now?
Oh,
damn it.
I forgot that the devil comes on 1999 because it's 999. Even though I think 666 sounds way cooler.
It's not even
sorry, guys.
It's not even his prosthetic leg. It was his roommate's.
Yeah,
He's like,
I gotta borrow this.
I just got beeped. For those of you that don't know what getting beeped means, that means in the 90s we used pagers,
Yes,
which means you would get a phone number that appeared on a small box that you clip to your belt, and you would have to go to either a pay phone or to a place that would have a phone and would call said number to find out who was beeping you.
My family never had a pager. I always wondered why.
I think I had a pager. It
felt like it was such a big deal back then.
I had a pager the first job I had in Columbus. And I swear, I think we had them for like 6 months, and then we all got Nextels. That's how fast I had a pager.
Classic.
And it's
Nextel.
like, yeah, hell yeah, man, love Nextels, man. Just give it a bunch of adult dudes walkie talkies. That's basically all they did. Beep. There it is. Beep. I can't do it. I'm all stopped up. I can't do my Nextel sound effect. I feel like this thing hits on all the right notes for me for some reason. Let's talk about Arnold. Let's focus on him for a little bit. He's tortured because his wife and daughter are killed. You don't know why at the beginning. He pretty much tries to commit suicide within the first, 8 minutes of the movie.
I mean, the first time he comes on screen.
Oh yeah, second you
him
see
pointing
him
a gun to his head,
and his partner knocking on the door.
So we have a broken man. Then you have Kevin Pollak being his partner, which I kind of forgot Kevin Pollak even exists in general. And he's supposed to be like the funny guy.
Don't be mean to Kevin Pollak.
I'll be mean to Kevin Pollak because he betrays our boy.
That's like Usual Suspects. That was kind of... It was kind of weird because I've seen this movie quite a few times, and I've gotten to where I watch it going, did he turn when he was caught on fire? Because they kind of say that.
Well, they mention it like when you're on fire that
you'll agree to anything.
Yeah.
But also when you watch it, he acts weird around Arnold in the movie. He
acts weird, and then like when he kidnaps Christine in the movie, he acts super weird.
Oh, it's turned up to 11, and then he fights the control of the devil over him, and his friendship with Arnold. So I guess it's just Kevin Pollak being Kevin Pollak. So he was always his friend because that's what turns him. So I guess that would make more sense. But I do like Arnold's delivery with everyone. This very short, just no nonsense. Like when he drops a joke, it's funny, but it's also a middle finger every time he drops a joke in this
There's
movie.
definitely some darker one-liners. One of my favorite ones is like, "Now I have to believe in God to solve a crime." That
Yeah.
cracked me up.
Uh-huh.
Um,
We had
Another
a
one
we had a
was
difference of opinion. I
yeah,
thought my wife and daughter should live, and he didn't. I was like, "Oh."
yeah. Um, my favorite by far, though, is as the plot is being revealed that the devil comes every 1,000 years to bang a chick to
Yeah.
make his baby that we can have the Antichrist. Um, that this time is going to happen on 1999 because 999,
Yeah.
and but you have to do it between the hours of 11 and midnight. I think
Yeah.
that's when you have to bone in order to make the devil baby. And then Arnold's like, "Was that Eastern Standard Time?"
I love that. Dude,
Because like that right there was the movie even acknowledging like, all right, that's a pretty big plot hole. And then the
yeah.
priest is just like, well, it's more of like a relative time, like as long as he's like in the window, I guess.
Well,
Because Australia is going, well, it's already 2000, guys.
yeah. Well, we're like, "You're Australia, you don't count." We have Australia listeners. Please don't stop
Your world
listening
is
because I
already
said that.
Australia's already trying to kill you. So for all you know, you're trying to deal with the devil right now.
Australia is the cause of the end of days. That's what's gonna happen right there. No, they and I give them some credit because yes, they poke fun at that, but then they also go like, well, we also have an answer. It's because when we found out when the end of time was gonna be, we started counting backwards. So our time is correct. The Gregorian calendar is the accurate one. And I'm like, cool, man. I'm with you. What about daylight savings time, though? Does that play a factor in
What
this at
about a
all?
leap year? What if this
Yeah,
falls?
leap
Because then,
year.
like, what happens there?
Aren't we like losing a second or gaining a second every so many years? I don't
Is
know.
the Mayan calendar taking an effect right now?
That's not till 2000 or
Oh,
2012,
that was
2012,
2012.
2012.
That's when John Cusack saved the world from the Armageddon, which was a
Yes,
different Armageddon.
not that Armageddon.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's easy to get all these confused.
it really is. I mean, just basically know humans are pieces of shit and we're gonna be the demise of our own thing.
But
That's
if
basically
we have
it.
a chance to fight back with a machine gun against the devil, we will.
I love when he goes and arms up. You totally get an Arnold moment in
You
this
do
movie
of him grabbing
that
everything, but
you
like
are not expecting it though.
I wanted more carnage from Arnold though, because it's like
Yeah.
he's just fighting the devil, and you should have made all the rioters demons, okay? And then now you have an excuse for Arnold to rack up a really high body count.
I mean, they're Satanists. I mean, did you really need good reasons?
Listen here, all right. Most Satanists are just afraid to leave their basement,
You're
and
not wrong.
they're not going to be the people carrying the tiki torches.
That's right.
They're
Speaking
really just like hanging out, listening to Black Sabbath.
Speaking of Satanists, I didn't know you had a bit part in this movie.
Did I?
Yeah. You were that kid that had the I love Satan t-shirt on that the devil literally looks at him and goes, "I like your shirt."
I forgot about my little cameo.
Your little cameo in there, and then he tells off Satan, and Satan gets him run over by a garbage truck or a
This
bus
is
or something.
also something that would happen to me.
I was pretty sure that happened to you at one point.
Yeah, it
was-
usually does. It comes and goes. Every 1,000 years, I reappear.
Every 1,000 years,
And
you run
between-
around with a I love Satan shirt.
Yeah, between the years that end in 21 and let's say 23 is when I do podcasts.
Oh, there we go. So we're done at 23. Is that what you're telling me?
It's very. This is the prophecy. I didn't write
It has been prophesied.
The chosen podcaster will
How-
end.
How long do we have to do this to get to 666 episodes? I don't know.
Oh yeah, you
That's
know
a-
what? It's taken a lot longer to get to 100 than I thought. So,
You ain't wrong, man. I feel like we're going backwards.
and
every-
even
when I-
then, we're gonna have to get to 999 for it to officially count.
That's right. It's upside down. Well, by that
Yeah.
point, man, I can't stop on that number. I got to hit 1,000.
Yeah, like
gotta hit
I
them
would.
4
That would
digits,
really
baby.
irk me. Like when I'm at the gas pump and it's 19 gallons and 99, and it's like $41.99. I'm like, I gotta have one or the other.
Yeah, but what if it's 19 gallons and 99 and exactly $41.
Then that means I'm fueled by Satan.
Fueled by Satan. Why don't we have that energy drink? It'd be an awesome energy drink.
Tenacious D should get on that.
Fueled by Satan. Light your ass on fire. But no, it's all good. So Arnold obviously is the main draw to this movie. And as the action guy, that's why I went and watched it, man. It was.
I mean, that's why we rented it when I was a kid, because it was Arnold.
It was Arnold. It had horror and honestly a fantastic cast. Gabriel Byrne is underrated as far as I'm concerned, man. He just has this presence about him in this, in Stigmata, most any other movie he's been in. He just it's kind of like this mix of like a little bit of De Niro, a little bit of Pacino. You know, this he could have been in Goodfellas. He might have been. I don't know, but he just has this.
He could have been in one of those.
What? I don't. My cousin
Casino. Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Because it's been so long since I've seen it, I remember him being in this.
Mm.
In my head he was the devil already. I did not remember him being a normal guy getting possessed, getting taken over.
Right.
So that was kind of like, well, wait, if the devil can have predator cloaking armor and fly around, why doesn't he just kind of like fly around to get closer to Christine?
Well, then he would have. So, bravo to the writers. They answered this loop, this like plot hole that would have been there. So, when we see the devil in cloak mode roaming around, which is funny, there's like half a dozen little Arnold movie tropes that the devil is in cloak mode, and then whenever he blows up the restaurant, he comes walking out of the fire like the T-1000 when the truck blew up, and then he punches through a dude's chest just like he did in Terminator. So there's like all these little Arnold isms going on in the movie. But anyway, they when he's flying around, we see Gabriel Byrne get out of the car, go into the restaurant, and the devil is like going past people. Like he'll get close to someone, then pass them. So you're like, he's got to be going to that guy, but why? Later in the movie, it says that there was that time that the girl just happened to be born on the day that the God's eye was in the sky.
Yeah, because the movie, it does open up with her as a baby just getting
the
born.
prophecy.
The prophecy has been fulfilled.
But they dropped the nugget that as well as there was a man chosen to be the vessel of Satan. So he was already chosen years ago. And I'm not going to say it was that.
I must have missed that because I thought it was super just a guy fast, at rando. Man. And then I was like, well, as this body is starting to become more and more depleted, he could do, what was that one movie? Was it Denzel Washington? About like the spirited killer? Yeah, like where it's like he just touches another person. You're supposed to like, oh shit, now where's he at? That was kind of also my thought process. Like, well, why doesn't he just do that?
So, and I think that's where things have to, like we did in our live stream, they actually got rules in this movie, unlike a certain other movie about hell and demons.
And the razors.
And yeah.
You could say Hellraiser. The episode's out. We could talk about
I know it's out, but I was just like not trying to name drop,
whoops.
Yeah.
Sorry, Pinhead.
Dave. Thanks. But yeah, now he's pissed off at me. He's not going to return my calls. God, dude, why you got to mess with stuff?
Keep trying to get Pinhead on the show. Every time that, Pinhead calls my phone starts to bleed and just the words suffering is left on the voicemail. I don't like my phone.
I thought it did that anyway. That's what iPhone is, right?
That's what it did before the update.
It shoots out chains and attaches itself to you. That's why
it really hurts. It goes for the nipples every time.
I'm Android, man. I don't have to deal with that stuff.
You don't have to deal with the chainy nipples.
I don't deal with Satan, Apple. and all that good stuff.
Pro Satan operating system.
Pro
one would
Satan
say.
operating system, which is Apple. Speaking of Apple, did you see the Apple computers? There's Apple computers at the protection agency headquarters. It was the baby blue, see through the back of the monitor, you know, those translucent
Oh yeah,
colors.
that's the ones that my school had. 'Cause
Yeah.
they were cool.
There was one in this movie.
There's also an old box TV in this movie, not like your standard box TV, the one that was like what like your grandparents had, where you had to
Oh,
get
yeah,
up and
yeah.
crank the knob to change the channel, and it was also, you know, a decorative piece in the house.
It was in a cabinet. Yeah, it's,
Yes.
it was wood grain
Wasn't
TVs.
quite your dad's
Toolbox.
toolbox that was
Yeah.
a TV stand, but close.
Ours was more versatile. Unless you had the TV that also had the record player in it, then you were there, man. You were doing good.
One of the things that also cracked me up in this movie, Arnold goes to the church, right?
Yeah.
To confront what the hell's going on, talk to this priest. You know, the priest is like, "Oh, you gotta start believing." And
Right.
then, like, he thinks Arnold leaves, but really Arnold just hastily follows him to the basement.
Yeah, how that
Where-
priest is running.
Yeah, and they're just performing an exorcism in the basement.
I don't know if it's an exorcism. I don't know what they were performing.
I definitely felt like that was their way of being like, well, this is what priests do in the basement of church after hours.
We have to be careful. Okay? I just had to be clear. Go ahead.
That's fair, but I was just going to say I prefer my exorcisms to be in the back alley behind a Dollar General.
That's better than where I thought you were going with that.
Yeah. See, I'm just saying, instead of in the basement, I would rather have my exorcisms out on the streets,
just out in public for everyone.
out in the public.
And see, that was my confusion because I guess I have no idea about anything with the Catholic religion or anything like that. But they
Same.
said she was experiencing stigmata, which she gets the wounds of the crucifixion. She starts speaking in tongues. Now, it could have been she was tied up to prevent herself from hurting herself. But also, I was like, if that's an exorcism, all the other priests in that basement were really calm and just going about their business. Like,
Well,
I'm
yeah,
pretty
because
sure,
it's just a normal Tuesday night.
I'm pretty sure one was like checking his email. The other
Yeah.
one was playing.
But
like,
this was back then where I've been like, you got mail.
oh yeah, it was bing. The Lord have giveth you mail. I don't know. I don't know.
That was the special filter they got.
Oh, that's right. You could get
Yeah.
different like little things to add on to it. That's awesome. We're going to hell, Nate. We're
A little
going
bit.
to hell. Oh, hey, you know what? I think maybe we should take a commercial break.
Yeah,
real
maybe we
quick.
should really collect our thoughts.
Let's do that.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
Hey, this is the one-man gold mine, the one-man enterprise of professional wrestling and all entertainment, Flynn Hendricks. And you better believe when I'm looking for a good podcast to listen to, I go to my own. I go to the I Know You Hear Me podcast hosted by me, Flynn Hendricks.
That is such a fresh perspective for how you should look at life, too. Like, I love that.
And then when I'm feeling spooky, I go to my other podcast, Tales from the Haunt, where myself,
I want my head shoved inside a 15-pound silicone mask more. You know, I want to have a bucket of sweat coming off me at the end of the night.
and just Jeff.
Dogs don't lay eggs, Flynn.
I hate you so much.
Talk to other scare actors about what it takes to get into the world of scare acting. So if you're curious about how people became professional wrestlers, actors, prioritized their mental health, became entrepreneurs, avoided burnout, or got into scare acting, you need to go check out I Know You Hear Me and Tales from the Haunt, available on all podcasting platforms. And I know you hear me.
Terminator!
I'm back. Got to find John Connor.
But evil T-1000 gets to him first.
Hey, back off!
Terminator's heavy metal cycle zeroes in and fires. But T-1000 stands to get even.
This is for getting on my bad side. You're next, John Connor. I'm back.
Terminator deploys his secret weapon.
Hasta la vista, baby. Terminated this time.
Terminator is back.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Give Me Back My Pro Wrestling, the podcast that's based on the old school but can still help you find the good stuff from today. Jimmy Street and the Plastic Sheik, Jared, are the undisputed tag team champions of the wrestling podcast world. From thought-provoking topics to superstar interviews to action figure expertise, this team does it all. And all they ask is, give me back my pro wrestling! Every other Thursday, wherever you listen to podcasts.
We now return to the Transformers.
How did we never get a Terminator like 90s cartoon?
I don't know. That's
feels
an
like
odd
that would
one.
happen.
Like set in the future, so then you're mostly just killing robots.
Yeah, and it's just, and then it'd all be lasers as well.
Oh,
So it'd
yeah,
follow
yeah.
the 90s guidelines, you know.
Full on G.I. Joe style,
Yeah.
red laser, blue laser.
It's
I'd have been
almost
there
like
for
I'm
that.
30 years too late for that idea.
Never too late, man.
I bet James Cameron didn't I bet whatever his contract was, he did not sign away that part.
It seems like a missed opportunity, man, because we had Rambo, we had RoboCop, we had all kinds of
it would've
awesome
been killer.
action. Yeah, we got toys though. I actually still
I
have
have
some of
toys.
my. I have some of my Terminator. Actually, the one that's in this commercial that I played, I have that one that's
Nice.
in the commercial. So yeah, I still have those floating around. I like my Terminator stuff. I didn't get end of days toys though. I didn't get my giant Satan demon that pops up out of the church floor playset.
With action wings.
Action
And
deployable
it'd have like
wings.
a little lever on the back and make them flap like a bat.
You make them flap, and then you would hit another button, and all the stained glass windows would fall out. And
Yeah.
then all the pews would pop up with springs. Because apparently there's a miniature of that, and I watched the making of, and they made an exact replica of a real church. And that's how they did all that.
Nice.
And it was fantastic to watch. Okay, so when I say miniature, they filmed they filmed the end of this in an actual church.
That's pretty
What
sweet.
Church A gives you permission to do that. B, there's a scene they film in there that's technically not in the movie. Is they made a practical devil demon. There was an actual animatronic dude in a suit demon. And the director went, it's not big enough.
Yeah, he needs to be bigger. From my understanding, though, when I was looking it up, was we got to see glimpses of the actual practical suit, but then they enhanced it in CGI.
There might have been some small, because I mean, honestly,
like the
man,
face and stuff I thought was supposed to be part of the practical of what Stan Winston's team had brought to life.
Well,
but then when they realized, no, we want to make it giant,
Yeah, like 25 feet or something
Yeah.
like that is what they said. But they did I mean, what we see is what they built. It is modeled after what they did. You can't build that big of one, and you definitely couldn't have filmed it in the church. But I was reading, even the guys that were doing it, they were like, it was really weird to puppet Satan in a church, a real church.
That's got to be a little strange.
Yeah.
It's got to be a little, I don't think this is allowed.
And so there was a lot of the shots of Arnold standing in the middle of the church. And in order, for the pews to start jumping up and everything to explode, they built a miniature set so that they could superimpose his film scenes on there. The miniature set still ended up being 40 some feet long, and the ceilings were 20 foot tall for the miniature.
That's insane.
It's crazy.
That's
but they
such
actually
a cool model set.
Oh, dude, all the stained glass windows were miniature, not real glass, but they hand cut all of the spots where the glass is supposed to explode. And they had giant air cannon canisters behind each window. So that air that you kind of see blowing in is air cannon air, and it's just blowing those windows out.
That's sweet.
And then the dome is a miniature that they made collapse. So, like, normally what we have now, all that would have been CG'd. That would have been CG glass, CG dome. The pews would have been CG. This was all miniatures. This was all still practical effect. And I watched it in HD last night, and it held up. I
And
enjoyed
that's
the
the
hell out of it.
thing that like I was impressed by. I'd say probably 90% of the practical effects or special effects, whatever you want to say, CGI wise, it all it aged well. It doesn't look bad.
There's
Like
there's 2 that I wouldn't want them redone, but they don't hold up as well. One
there
was
was
where
two that
the
I thought of
dude
as well.
the dude shatters into glass on the
Oh my
subway.
god, when Flea Dollar General Flea like
Dollar General Flea
breaks into a million pieces in the weirdest way, and like it's a cool idea, but like that
And look,
technology was not there.
it wasn't ready, but man, I love that character. He is creepy without
Oh, I
having to
forgot
say
how creepy he was,
anything.
and he's barely in the movie, and he makes that much of an impact.
And we
You got
can't
Power Man 5000 following Christine around, and then he breaks into a million pieces.
Oh my god. So it's that one, and then the end fire leaving Arnold's body.
So the end fire was one of mine.
Yeah.
And then it was right when the devil strikes him, and there's
Uh-huh.
this weird it reminded me of like the Godzilla where it's like, oh, we have to superimpose like the giant creature with the human kind
Oh,
of
yeah, yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
Like when the devil basically punches him in devil form is what it looked like.
Yeah.
That was a little wonky, but other than that, everything else was like, this is still pretty well done.
It all holds up. Um, most of the choreography, I think, holds up for a lot of the fight scenes, the gunplay. You know, when Arnold shoots something and it's supposed to blow up, it blows up. The subway train car
I was gonna
sequence.
say, the
Oh
whole wreck
god.
with the subway train is very well done.
All miniatures and practical railway cars that they filmed on. So all the interior shots are in a real subway car. They made exact replicas. Like I'm listening to this guy and he's like, it's down to like the square inch that we replicated it. And they use the models to figure out how to film so that where the camera would come, like the train car would come towards the camera, and even how bright the explosion needed to be so it didn't like flare out the cameras. I was like, there's a lot going into some of these movies that some
Well, it's
people just
because
like,
they had this
"Is it?"
insane budget to deal with,
Yeah.
where it's like, in the airtime, this movie should have probably only cost like $25 million.
I'd say I'd probably go around 50. I think
I feel like this
50
would be a mid-budget type movie
had
for
not.
giant Hollywood studio, let's say, you know?
Well, I think Universal. I think it's Universal that still could have done this. Um, Without Arnold, though, your budget's going to get cut by half. The second it happens, it's like,
Yeah.
we got Arnold. Here's $100 million. We don't got Arnold. You now have $50 million. Well, what? That's how it works, man. And unfortunately, it kind of barely made money. It made 200 worldwide. It only made like 60
Yeah, in the
domestic.
States, like it's technically was
Yeah.
a flop.
Oh, people didn't know. Well, and that's the thing. People didn't know what to do with it. I guess I liked it when it came out, but looking at it now, I can actually appreciate it more with what we've been given. I mean, we still haven't gotten a lot of serious Arnold or even horror movie Arnold. There's like 2.
Well, we're dealing with the phase like right after Batman and Robin. You got this, you got the Sixth Day, you
God, that was
know.
terrible.
Yeah, like
Oh my
we start this
God.
was like the end of an era kind of thing. Collateral Damage, you know.
That wasn't that good either. I mean,
Yeah,
it's okay, but it wasn't great.
and it's like we got these strings of like misfire, misfire, misfire. Then they're like, well, all right, let's do Terminator 3. And it's like, nope, that wasn't it either, you know?
That and Arnold never really went like straight to DVD route like Dolph did and Van Damme and
Yeah, like all
Seagal.
of them Stallone.
Well,
Did Stallone fight the devil?
I don't. He did a horror-esque movie with. It's called ICU.
Yeah, but that was him fighting a serial killer. That was actually pretty cool.
But that's the only thing I could think of that's like horror style that that Stallone did. I don't think Stallone fought the devil.
Damn.
That's a whole thing we should have looked up is like how
I
many.
guess so. I came unprepared. I wasn't ready for how many people may have potentially fought the devil.
Well, it's like it's always old priests. I don't want
yeah.
an old priest going up against
Looking
the
at
devil.
you, Amityville Horror,
God,
where nothing
Amityville.
happens.
Jesus, Amityville. Blech. Where's my Amityville Thanksgiving? That's what I'm looking forward
coming
to
soon.
right now. I'm gonna watch it. I've been watching some weird shit lately, so it's fine. I watched Body Melt.
I've been wanting to do Body Melt because I've never seen it.
You may want to watch it first before we try to put it on the show. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah.
I didn't say I didn't like it, but I'd watch it first. Well, we made it all the way up to Satan Arnold showdown. Satan takes over Arnold's body, and he has the willpower to fight off the devil, so that Arnold doesn't impregnate the girl in the hour before New Year's. There was like 3 minutes left when the devil took over Arnold, and I'm like, this dude is not in a hurry. Like, seriously.
No, I mean, he has a very fine window, and I'm like, you're running out of time, dude.
Like, I was expecting like the action movie, the clock countdown, boop, 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 like right in the corner of the TV, because he like tricks her into thinking it's still Arnold. Then he's like, no. Then he like drags her. Then he picks her up. He lays her on the altar. He talks to her. I'm like, dude, we ain't got time for pillow talk. If you got to get this done, you got to get this done now. And no. Took forever.
No, this is why he's a terrible devil. You want to know how I knew he was a bad devil?
How'd you know he's a bad devil?
Well, when he's walking around town and there's just like terrible metal music following him around, and one of it was like he had Rob Zombie music just playing as he's walking around. I'm like, a good devil would have white zombie music playing as he's walking around. Okay.
So I wrote down who was on the End of Days soundtrack album.
It's incredible who's all on it.
I'm pretty sure I had it and it got stolen in my first batch of CDs in my car.
I looked up a fun fact about the soundtrack.
Okay, well, I'll run through who's on the soundtrack, and then you do your fun fact. So we start off with Korn.
Yep, of course.
Obviously, Rob Zombie, Limp Bizkit,
cracked me up.
Everlast, The Prodigy, Power Man 5000, which I thought was hilarious that you made the Power Man 5000.
That was before I knew Power Man 5000 was on the soundtrack too. When I looked it up, I had already written it in my notes.
Stroke, Sonic Youth, Eminem, and there's 2 more. Creed.
That was actually about the one dude getting crucified on the ceiling.
That's it. Brother Thomas. And one more that I swear to God, if you don't know the song or you can't like really pick out the voice, you're like, what is this song? Guns N' Roses made a song for this movie. And I swear to God, it's the most Guns N' Roses song.
This would have been like Buckethead era Guns N' Roses.
Oh my God, man. Until there's like a small little section where Axl actually gets to sing like Axl. You're like, what is this music and why is it like the main credit song? Oh, it's the GNR song that they made for the movie.
This is it, boys. This is the big GNR comeback. We're on the End of Days soundtrack.
Arnold and Guns N' Roses have always gone together, man. Terminator 2, Last Action Hero.
This is true.
It's hand in hand. So
this
I'm not mad that they did it, but I'm just like, that is the most Guns N' Roses song
Here's what's even crazier. The soundtrack sold 1 million copies.
What?
That means it went platinum. That means there's 1 million people that at one point had a CD or cassette of the End of Days soundtrack, which means they have now found their way to the local Goodwills. They have now found their way to the local half-price books.
I was one of those million. I know I had this, my Spawn the movie soundtrack, my
Soundtrack did better than the movie.
technically, but I mean that's some bangers right there,
Oh,
man.
it is for that era.
And this came out in
99.
It came out in 99. I thought it came out in 98.
No, I think it came out in 99.
So did this come out the same year as Matrix?
Yeah, technically.
I think Matrix came out in 99. Yeah, 1999. You had perfect marketing, guys. How did you screw this up so bad?
You didn't have us marketing the film.
I would.
Me as an 11-year-old has more knowledge to market a film than studio executives.
Matrix, 1999, man.
It's insane.
But I mean, think about that, man. They had like same type of idea for the soundtrack. You know, that same type of music. You know, vibe. Arnold's wearing a leather trench coat a lot of the times in this. He's got machine guns. I mean, this is basically Arnold Matrix.
That was the other thing, all right, with this
the
movie.
devil.
Yeah, Matrix with the devil. This movie also felt like they had watched Rosemary's Baby and went, you know what Rosemary's Baby needs? A lot of machine guns and explosions.
I'm just saying, horror movies get 1,000% better with machine guns. It works with werewolves.
I just picture, The Omen happening, and then you hear like the clicking of a gun and like the pin of a grenade being thrown, and it's just an all-out Arnold shooting.
Can you just imagine that one
7-year-old Damien?
It's all for you, Damien. Clack, clack, boom! Just everywhere. There's a lot of horror movies that could have been solved with a machine gun.
In It, the part 2 part, they all just come back with machine guns when they go back to Derry.
Right. Yeah. It's an
Pennywise
alien.
doesn't stand a chance.
Yeah, we just go shoot that alien up, man. It ain't bulletproof. It's real. I mean,
Hellraiser 3, we all decide that we're going to open the box that we can bring a tank into hell.
Yeah. Oh, I'm down. Wait, we can do that? If we
so.
open it up in the hangar. Ooh, then
we open it up and then we get in the tank. We're already in the tank when we open it up. That way we just drive the tank into hell.
Oh, can I spray paint torture tank on the side of it?
That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah. Yeah. Bullet head. That's awesome. I got to write a movie. Hold on. I swear, man, everything's better with machine guns. Period. Amityville horror would have been 1,000% better with machine guns.
It would have been so much better if, as soon as that house started messing with them, they just start unloading on the house with machine guns.
That priest, he's like, I ain't worried about no ghost. He rolls up on the house, flips up his trunk, and he just pulls out all his gats.
Yeah, and he pushes back his jacket, and he's like one guy with 6 guns.
He's the total like boondock saint.
Yeah.
He is the Amityville saint, and he just comes in and he's like, your ass is grass, and that's it, man. Sacrifice this, bitch. Boom. Done.
Dooga.
It's nothing to get crucified over.
The Sixth Sense is actually John McClane.
I would have been 1,000% better.
He's just shooting ghosts.
Everything is
I
better
see
with
dead
machine
people.
guns.
Where?
I make dead people.
All right. It's Stallone looking into a mirror. Candyman. You Candyman. He's got both his guns from Cobra.
But Candyman doesn't show up because he's like, I don't know what this dude's saying. What is he saying? Candyman. I'm gonna come get you. Come on, Candyman. You pussy. Let's go. I do candy first. Oh,
Desperado is fighting, what is it? The Curse of La Llorona. I think that is the Spanish ghost.
Sure.
Yeah.
We can fight ghosts with machine guns. I don't know. He's like, it should be like Desperado, but it's versus like Leprechaun. You know, he just goes out against all the leprechauns. Although I
Don't
guess
do
technically,
my boy Desperado like that. I don't want my boy going against C-rated Leprechaun.
although I have to say, Leprechaun has gone up against machine guns, so he gets a pass.
Yeah, he went up against paintball guns.
Well, he also went to the hood, and there were machine guns in that one too. So it's all good.
Machine guns do make horror better, I guess.
I'm telling you, man. I think we came up with a whole new podcast idea. How we make movies better with machine guns.
It's Gone with the Wind, and the wind has machine guns.
Look, I follow these guys that have a podcast. I follow them on Twitter. Their podcast is called Exploding Helicopter, and their show is about movies that helicopters explode in. And I'm like, that's genius.
Yeah, it is. Now you do the podcast of movies that should have an exploding helicopter in them.
They should have had exploding helicopters, but we go with machine guns.
Yeah.
Heavy artillery, and we took like Overlord had machine guns. That movie was fantastic. Ghosts of Mars, machine guns, pretty friggin' awesome.
I'm going more art house with it. Like There Will Be Blood, but with machine guns. That way it's like, oh, there will be blood.
X, but Pearl has a machine gun.
That movie would be way shorter.
She brings out Old Painless. No more horny teenagers on my farmhouse. Good God. Oh, okay, we're done. Let's do the body count since we're talking about machine guns.
Happy Feet. I'll show you global warming, and the penguins all have guns.
That's not even are we making any movie better with machine guns?
Yes, that's where
any
I'm at
movie
now.
At all. Oh my God. The Sound of Music. Wait, there's machine guns in that one too.
I never saw it.
Son of a bitch.
Love Actually.
Love Actually.
That's it. We're going to go kick Love's ass. I'm fairly certain that's what Liam Neeson says in that. So then he goes, he's like, it's time to take love back.
He's like, I got a particular set of skills. I love too hard.
Love free or die hard.
Love free or die. Now we're making action movies, love movies. What's wrong with you, man?
Well, you know what? That's funny you mentioned that, because I had a way to like make the Devil's Plan better in this movie.
You know what? Before we body count, why don't you tell me how you make the Devil's Plan better? It's all good.
So they could have easily just made this a romantic comedy where Satan comes to Earth and he does a meet cute with Christine. And, you can catch more flies with honey, is all I'm saying. Yeah. So his entire plan is the bone, and he doesn't even attempt to get to know like what her likes and dislikes are. He never cooks for her. He doesn't take the time to hear about her day. I don't think he really cares about her. And you know what? If he would have put forth a little effort and, tried to be a nice guy, maybe he would have gotten a little bit further with his plan.
I think that's the exact opposite of what they were going for with Satan.
Yeah, the exact opposite of what his plan was.
Well,
Because he was like, I'll just start blowing stuff up, and that will get Christine's attention. It's like, no, you don't do that.
Like, what I don't understand is she was living in the house with his, like, servants of Satan. How do you screw that up?
I know. One of those, like, beats the shit out of Arnold, which I'm going to say bullshit on.
Holy
There's
crap,
no way
that
old
lady.
Granny gets the drop on Arnold.
She flips him around that room like a rag doll. And it's like, Arnold's just like, I don't know what's going on.
I think maybe that's why. He was just like, I'm getting my ass kicked right now. None of this makes any sense.
Get to the walker. I don't know what is going on. But yeah, it's like, you guys fumbled on the 1 yard line. That's exactly what this movie is about. you're inches and goal. That was all
The
you
whole
had to
time. You had advantage from the moment she was born.
What I mean, if you didn't want to like tie her up forever, which I think is also weird, like why wouldn't you just have her locked up and ready? But I guess trying to keep her fit. Satan's kind of like, she's gotta
Yeah.
look good.
Yeah, I
She's gotta be
guess
cute.
so.
But it's like, okay, let's say, I don't know, 72 hours before the big time, we lock her in a room. I'm
No,
just saying.
I'm saying a year before it, he does a meet cute. They meet at the park. His dog runs into her dog. And then he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. They go on a date. It doesn't go really well.
When Satan met Christy. Instead of Harry met Sally, it's Satan met Christy.
It's a drama piece about an hour and a half into is when they break up. He's trying to figure out how to win her back in the 11th hour in 1999, right
damn.
before. Yeah.
I think Hallmark did this. Hold on. Hallmark's listening now. It ain't just Hollywood. Hallmark's paying attention to us.
His plan was really bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
It's like he didn't want to win.
It's like he just, self-destructed at the end, He's like, that's why I think at 3-minute countdown to Bone Town, he took his time.
You know what?
Because he's like,
this jackass also had Arnold dangling from a window like 15 feet. Oh, no, like 30 feet.
Oh,
really high. All right. I don't know feet, but they were high. And Arnold's like, I'll take your hand. Don't worry. I'll help you out. And then Arnold tosses that fool out the window. So the devil thought for a second that he was actually going to win Arnold over, even though he claims he can see everything. He didn't see his ass getting chucked out that window.
Arnold deceived the master deceiver.
Yes.
See? It's insane. All right, man. Body count time.
Yeah.
Leave anything for us?
Just bodies.
Body count. Body count. Body count. Body count.
Well, with everything, machine guns do make movies better. The body count in this is 72.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Did not expect that.
Yeah, there's a lot of collateral damage.
I guess so.
I think that's where they got the name for one of his future movies. Was just like, you remember what we did in End of Days? There's a lot of collateral damage, and Arnold's like, whoa, wait a minute.
Whoa, say that again. That sounds really cool.
I like cool collateral damage. We should do a movie about that. You call my people. My people will call your people. And we'll make a movie. I'm congested. I can't.
Cigar is just dripping out of his mouth.
Always a cigar, man. Never not have a cigar. So no, 72. It's impressive, but I mean, there really is a lot of collateral damage. There's an entire restaurant of people that explode 10 minutes into this movie.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah. I mean, you have
that's the devil's way of not paying for a meal.
Right? That he skipped out on the
doesn't
on
even
the
tip.
Meal. The girl got a tip. Anywho, let's do our kill of the week.
Have you ever killed anyone?
Yeah, but they were all bad.
Ooh, it's Arnold.
Oh, it's the guy.
It's the guy in the movie. All right, Nate. There's two in particular I'm thinking of.
Well, the one that sticks out to me happens very quickly, but they're on the train, and there's a poor conductor who just gets his heart completely ripped out by the devil. And all he was trying to do was drive the train. He wasn't even the one trying to hit the devil with the train. Arnold's the one that made him, and he tried stopping. So he is collateral damage.
Oh, nice, sir. I like it. That was one of the two I was thinking of. But the other one is my dude Udo, who was in Blade. He is just this weird German dude that I swear just is scary to look at. He was also in line to be Satan till they cast Arnold, and they're like, we can't have two German dudes fighting each other over everyone's souls. So he got bumped down
for it.
He got bumped down to acolyte number 1. But Satan punches through his head just because the woman wouldn't bring Christy to the temple. I'm sorry. She said she couldn't do it. Boom! Udo gone. That's Dunzo. I'm like, holy crap. That dude's been your biggest fan. That was your dude. That was like your Benny in the
He's the
Mummy,
one
man.
that got you the baby. All right.
He did the whole rattlesnake thing. He did the rattlesnake
Yeah.
shake, and nothing, man. I think the baby should have got the rattlesnake rattler and had like a little rattler.
Yeah, that would
at
been
the
really
beginning.
cool.
I thought that was kind of cool. It's still disturbing as all get out.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, you ready to rate this?
I am.
Let's rate this. You know what would have made this movie infinitely better?
A bazooka.
Al Leong.
Oh, man. Al Leong is a henchman for the devil.
I don't know if I want Al Leong to be a henchman, because he does kind of have to be a henchman.
He would have to be a henchman.
Well, Arnold's kind of like an anti-hero, so Al Leong could have been like controlling the weapon vault. And so he went there, and then Al Leong like opens up
but
the
then
door.
Al's just like, I don't know how to give you fist. That's the only thing in this vault is these hands.
They open the vault and it's just Al Leong. He's in like a blister pack, like an action figure.
Yeah.
It's the ultimate NECA figure.
Oh,
And
hey,
you
guys.
open it up and it's like, it's Al Leong. You can
Special
put like,
edition.
like
Sweet.
a trench coat on him or no trench coat, or, you know, he can have a machete or one Uzi. Those are the only weapon
That's his
options.
accessory pack.
With your Al Leong, you didn't buy the Kickstarter one, which came with the
Yes, so
snow
sorry,
cone.
you don't get everything else.
It would have had the ice cream
bandana.
cone in the head. That was the switchable head, and you know you wouldn't have had the little battery pack and jumper cables. That all kind of came with the Kickstarter, and you know we can't re-release that because that diminishes the people that backed us when they didn't have.
Yeah,
those
really,
things.
it's really rude to them.
It is. So, all right, Nate, break my heart. Rate End of Days for me.
Like I said, I didn't know how to feel about it. I didn't know how to improve it. I only knew how to improve the devil's plan. But I didn't hate it. I was left stuck in the middle of the road. And I can't rate it 666 out of 10 because that's not in the middle of the road. So it's a 5 for me. Even though I really wish I could have rated a 666 out of 10.
I would
but
have allowed that.
It wasn't right there. So it's a 5 for me. It's a perfectly acceptable movie.
It's fair enough, I guess. That means my Metal Storm rating is higher than your End of Days rating. What is wrong with you?
Nothing in this world makes sense.
Well, you know, I enjoy the hell out of this movie. I love it.
Sounds like it.
I've owned it for a long time. I did rent it because I wanted it in HD. I even think I bought it on my other Xbox for like $1 one time. I had like this free credit on
nice.
Xbox, and it's like you can get these movies. We have special End of Days, 99 cents. Done.
Easy.
So I probably have like 3 copies of this movie running around. I'm gonna give it a 7. It definitely has some flaws. It's not perfect by any means, but damn it, it's just enjoyable. It's Arnold in a horror movie that is actually done fairly well. And it holds up. And you know what? Like we talked about with Brain Scan, it was kind of like this snapshot of the 90s, and this damn close to a snapshot of Y2K. Like, they really weren't stretching anything as far as, you know, the panic
pandemonium.
around. Yeah, there were so many like doomsayers and, you know, people that were just ready to loot the entire planet because they thought everything was going to shut down. Like, basically, we were going to descend into Mad Max. That's what they
Instantly.
thought it was. Oh, yeah. No, it was the second the ball dropped, all our clothes change, Mad Max style.
Yeah.
There's no, like, progression. You know, it wasn't like the pandemic where there was progression.
As soon as the electricity went out, we are going to start looting.
You're
everything.
gonna howl
The
at the
only
moon.
way you can survive.
You're gonna go grab your machine guns because everything's better with a machine gun.
I'm instantly wearing a Speedo and trying to make negotiations happen.
I have assless chaps. I'm also assless, so I don't know why that works with
It would
itself.
not work for you at all.
I don't think it would. I think it would always fall down. I may need a unitard. Can I
Yep.
wear that? Okay. All right, man. You're going to break my heart. Let's do trash opinions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the trash man. I come out, I throw trash all over the ring, and then I start eating garbage. And then I pick up the trash can and I smash the guy on the head.
Oh, that's going to be a disaster.
All right. This movie came out November 24th, 1999.
Oh, wow.
I found a review from November 29th, 1999.
Holy crap.
So this guy saw it,
Finger
opening
on
weekend.
the pulse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Grits gave this 1 out of 10 and said, end of ideas.
Oh, my God.
Throw money at a ham-handed director and a lousy script. Mix in ludicrous acting and ho-hum special effects, and you get end of days. I never thought I'd leave a film missing Tom Arnold, but after enduring a lifeless Kevin Pollak as Arnold's sidekick, I sure did. Gabriel Byrne was even worse, playing Satan with a palooka New York accent. Someone should teach his agent the word no. And poor Rod Steiger, his decline continues with another bald caricature role. Has it really been 35 years since The Pawnbroker was released? Arnold is, well, Arnold. Without competent direction and a decent story, he's just a pumped up Austrian peasant lost in the big city. You get what you pay for with Arnold, but you'd better make sure the vehicle can carry his weight, or he'll collapse with everything around him, as he did here. I don't usually draw far-reaching conclusions from films, either good ones or lousy ones. But End of Days is clear evidence that something's rotten in Hollywood. Everyone involved in this monstrosity should be ashamed of themselves.
Wow. It's a lot of words.
That was like mean. And like, he wasn't talking to be talking. Like, he was out for blood.
No, he was out for blood. The only thing I think I would agree, and it's weird because it's one of those weird things where you want to agree yet disagree. Yeah, Kevin Pollak is no Tom Arnold. I mean, that was gold that they got in True Lies. But that was the right setting for it to have that amount of comedy mixed into True Lies. End of Days is not a spot where you needed Tom Arnold whatsoever.
No, that would have been super bizarre.
Yeah. I maybe could see, though, maybe someone that had a little bit more chemistry with Arnold than Kevin Pollak. But that also comes down to the writing. They didn't really write it out to where these guys have a huge history together. It's just that wasn't the point of the movie. So I hate when they do the 1 out of 10s. It's not. There has to be a terrible movie to get a 1.
Yeah, you got to be like Metal Storm.
It's got to be like Thirst to get no score.
No, that doesn't make any sense. Still doesn't.
It's unworthy of rate. That is where that stands. Metal Storm got a 5.5. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it didn't.
It did. It got 5.5.
The average score.
It's average with me. All right, so that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I think we're done.
Yeah. All right. Bravo.
Yeah, we did good.
Yeah.
I had no idea we were going to descend down into why machine guns make movies so much better.
It was only a matter of time.
Should be a segment. I like it. We should do that again. All right, man. Well, this is one more till Nate announced it. We do Reanimator, which is going to come out on Halloween Day. Coming out 1 day early. So if you've already got us on your subscription, it'll drop regardless. Or some of you, it'll be a nice little trick-or-treat treat. Trick-or-treat.
What's that?
I can't fix it if you acknowledge it, Nate. It'll be a nice little trick-or-treat. Trick or treat. Treat? Trick-or-treat. I'm dropping the bit. So it'll come out on Halloween, day of.
It'll be a nice treat for everyone.
There you go. On Halloween, where everyone does trick or treat.
It's going to be a bloody good time.
Yeah. I might edit all that. I don't know. All right, man. Well, I think that's it. I think it's time we remind the people how to find us and for them to go check us out over on Facebook at our Give Me Back My Action and Give Me Back My Horror groups. Follow us over on Instagram under the same names. We're on Twitter. We are on TikTok, on YouTube. That's where you catch our live streams of new movies. We just covered Hellraiser 2022. That was a lot of fun. Pete set in on that one. That was a treat.
It was really nice to have Pete. We did not know that was going to happen until like a day before, I think.
Yeah, that was out of nowhere where he's like, "Hey, can I come?" And I'm like,
Of course.
Sure. Do I have to wear pants? Just don't stand up and you'll be fine. So, yeah. Also, make sure you go check out all the other shows on the Give Me Back My Podcast Network. We have Good Beer, Bad Movie Night, Give Me Back My Pro Wrestling, Monster Movie Stomp Down, which they should be doing their Halloween special month where I think they're doing like 10 mini episodes of their favorite horror movies leading up to Halloween. And there's going to be like a special drop for their Halloween special.
It's going to be really cool.
I think it's going to be fun. Also, please go check out I Know You Hear Me with Flynn Hendricks, which is now featuring Tales from the Haunt. Of course, it's the perfect time to be checking out that show. Go check out some haunted houses, then listen to the interviews about the haunt actors and the people that do the special effects and run those things. So really interesting stuff to check out.
Please, if you listen to us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, leave us a like, leave us a review. Spotify's 5 stars, so is Apple Podcasts. Those are the two main ones for reviews. But like when you do that, it greatly helps us out. It helps us discover new people discovering us. And then like, thank you so much for listening to us. And like each month we've just been growing more and more. And like it seriously is overwhelming. It's amazing. And it's so cool to just be like, who are these people? Like, where are you coming from? And like, just thank you so much for listening to us and putting up with our nonsense.
Yeah, new states light up all the time on our analytic app. New other countries, it is really wild.
Yeah,
Like
like
Nate
you are
said,
seen, you are appreciative.
Yeah,
just all we're asking is take the time, because like it happens with me too on podcasts. I listen to them like, oh shit, I forgot to like this one yet, or follow it, or I forgot to give them 5 stars or whatever I feel is appropriate. It's 5
anything
stars.
you can do to boost, share the show out. Just shove your phone in someone's face and go, you should listen to these guys.
Yeah.
They're the awesomest.
Shove
Machine
your
guns.
earbuds from your ears into their ears, clap them into their face, and then make them listen to us.
Consensually.
Yeah, okay.
Careful, Nate.
Oh, it's always slapping earbuds. Oh. But seriously, thank you, everyone. And on that note, Charlie, what is the good word?
You'd be amazed at what you agree to when you're on fire.
So what happens in 2999 when the devil comes back and we're all living like a Wall-E civilization?
Yeah, won't we be in space? So taking over the world would be kind of easy, wouldn't it?
It'd be kind of pointless for him, I guess.
He'd be like, he literally would like re-inhabit John Travolta's body from Pulp Fiction. And he'd just be standing there holding his coat.
Yeah,
like,
he shows up and he's like, where is everyone?
He's like, what the shit? No one told me this is going on.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we're waiting for Wall-E to save us.
We're all fat in hover chairs.
Yeah.
Hover rounds. I mean, we're going to be dead, but those people will
No,
be
not
fat.
me.
Not you?
No.
Did you
I got a plan.
You do a deal with the devil.
No, not that dumb devil.